Hello everyone, this is Jordan back with Nat One Plays. It's been quite a while since I've done a gaming video. If you remember back last year when I played an absurd amount of Slay the Princess, this is by the same studio. So we're going to check out Scarlet Hollow today. I believe this game came before Slay the Princess, and it is still currently having things worked on in development with it. I think there's a chapter 5 that they are currently working on, which is what it said in the Steam updates. So it is a game that is still currently in progress. So we're going to play until we can't play no more, and see what happens. This is another choose your own adventure similar to Slay the Princess. So we're going to see how this goes. It is, as it said in the beginning, a horror game. So we all know that I love my horror games. And hopefully this won't make me cry like the Horror React series, but I make no promises. So I have not played this game at all yet, and we're just gonna go with my normal. That's not how I spell Cosmo. What the hell? As that is my usual video game name. I live in the city of, oh god, what's a good city? I'm a nerd. I don't want to put my actual city. I'd rather live in Gravity Falls. Ooh. You are he, him, they, them, she, her. That's cool that they have all the options. We'll go she, her for this. Select 2 traits. Ooh. Powerful build. Tough as nails, the pinnacle of fitness, an imposing presence that commands the room. A mean right hook. Mystical. Strange and unusual. I myself am strange and unusual. You see the threads of reality the way that others cannot. I think I'm going to have to click that one. Talk to animals. You can talk to animals. Straightforward. Animals can talk to you. A gift and a curse. Street smart. Good at lying. Hard to lie to. Fast talker. You can read people in the room. No door can hold you. So rogue features right there. Observant with a knack for picking up small details. Empathetic. Book smart, well-read, rational, possesses a wealth of esoteric knowledge and knows when to use it. A talented researcher. And hot. Extremely good-looking, a natural flirt. People just like you, probably because you're a good person. Okay, so we've got mystical. What would be a good combination with mystical? My gut says book smart because I'm a nerd. I'm also stuck between street smart. Let's go book smart. Mystical and book smart. That sounds like a good combination. Oh. You jolt awake as the bus hits a particularly nasty bump. You feel like you've only just managed to start drifting off, and now here you are, awake again and still exhausted. For a moment, you're hazy on the details of where exactly here is, confusing this bus with the many others that came before. But as your mind continues to reassert its existence in the waking world, the past few days come back into focus. The long-lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides with countless late-night stops in CD depots that would have felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of Pearline Scarlet, your cousin's mother and your aunt. Seems like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Ooh, family drama already. Ooh, this is a mystical. But it was also more than just the social pressure of the invitation that pushed you to accept it. Something has been tugging you back to this place your entire life. There was no choice to be made, because you were always going to find your way here. So when your cousin called, you knew what had to be done. Ooh, interesting. And now, the end of your long journey is in sight. You are you are almost in Scarlet Hollow. I was doing so well. I was reading without stumbling, and then it got me in the last sentence. Stranger. So anyway, I was saying... Oh, hello. Oh no, he's still here. He's been sitting next to you for the past 5 hours, talking at you without pause. You're not sure he even stopped when you started to doze off. At first you thought he was just being friendly, but that was several hours of one-sided conversation ago. Oh no. I was up in Maryland looking for work, but mostly messing around because I was a dumb teen. Me and my buddies were doing our usual prank stuff, you know, pushing joggers into the harbor. That I hate you. Wait, what? Oh yes, okay, that's my dude. Why are you, I gotta go with, are you serious? What's wrong with you? Yeah, I was such a shithead back then. I'm still a bit of a shit. That's not something to brag about. But hey, Po Buddy's nerfed. Oh, God. So this girl comes up to us, swinging her purse, telling us about how she was gonna call the cops or whatever. It was, you're a dick. She actually hit my friend and he said it hurt a lot, so I guess she was really mad and not just playing. But she kept swinging and soon enough she lost her balance and fell into the harbor all on her own. Oh my God! We didn't even push her. We had a good laugh and at least they got her out and fished her out. And her phone got soaked so she couldn't call the cops on us. We wound up hanging out all day. What? She kind of became my girlfriend after that, and we've been on and off for about a year, so it's pretty serious. Oh my. Though about 5 months ago she tried to break up with me, like for real, and geez, you ever get so mad you just want to kill somebody? Thought about, okay, so that's threatens. Yeah, I kind of feel like killing someone right now, actually. No, not really. Oh yeah, all the time. Never followed through with it, of course. Why are you telling me this? You don't know me. I've never felt that way about another person, and I find it alarming that you have. I'm stuck between that or, yeah, I kind of want to kill someone right now. Let's go with that. You're young. You'll get it when somebody tries to break your heart one day. It changes a person. Makes them think things they never thought they could. Honestly, I could have killed that. Did you kill this woman? Anyway, she's giving birth to our son right now, so I'm trying to get up to Virginia to be there for it. But I don't know if I'm, like, into that stuff, so I might just wind up on a bus to New York or something instead. I've always wanted to go there. Book smart, have you thought about seeing a therapist? You're kind of a piece of shit, aren't you? Smart move. Get out while you can. I'm going with that one. Maybe it would help if you talked with someone about these feelings. Someone professional and not me. I'm not licensed or anything, but it seems like you might have a personality disorder. It might be worth looking into. Nah, I don't need that kind of stuff. I think you do. Bus strangers are the best therapists. I feel a lot better after talking to you for 5 hours while I was asleep. Anyways, where'd you say you were headed? Mystical home, I think. I've never been, but I've felt it like a call to the back of my mind for as long as I can remember. Some things can only be put off for so long. I didn't. Scarlet Hollow, just a small town. You probably haven't heard of it. Don't answer. I'm curious with the mystical answer, but I kind of want to say I didn't. No need to be nasty. I was just asking, not like I'm gonna follow you off the bus or anything. Don't quite believe you there. So, if you aren't getting off at my stop, then you must be headed to Scarlet Hollow, right? Or the Holler, as they call it in these parts. That's the only other stop until this bus turns around. I ride it pretty often, so I'd know. Why do you just hang out on the bus? Almost nobody ever goes up that way, though, come to think of it. I had a couple of buddies who went there to work in the mine. There's a coal mine up in the Holler, you see. There's been a job listing or two on the boards around here. I've never wanted to do that kind of thing myself. I like my lungs the way they are, thanks. But my buddies got desperate enough to try it. I haven't heard from them in a while, now that I think about it. I should see if they're on Facebook, see how they're doing up there. Hope they didn't die! Oh my god. This dude. He looks back at his phone, for once focused on something other than you, thank God. Oh, this is me. It was lovely meeting you. Hope you don't get too bored without me around to talk to. I think I'll be fine. Here, I don't want anything. I don't want anything that you have. Are those boiled peanuts? The stranger rifles through his bag before presenting you with a dripping bag of peanuts. Yeah, they're boiled peanuts. They're boiled peanuts. I got them at a gas station a few buses back. I noticed you haven't eaten much, so I figured you could use them more than me. I don't want your boiled peanuts. Plus, they dripped all over my bag, so I don't want to carry them around anymore. Tip. Sometimes picking a dialogue option establishes a few facts about who you are. Interesting. Nice! I love boiled peanuts. I don't like boiled peanuts. That's just a personal thing. Take the peanuts. No thanks. Screw you and screw your peanuts. I'm actually allergic to peanuts. Eat the I'm gonna go with that. Oh, huh. These could probably kill you then, couldn't they? I swear if this man throws those at my character. Well, like I said, I'm done carrying them. They're yours. The young man sets the peanuts down on the empty seat next to him. The juices dribble out through the bottom of the bag and onto the upholstery, instantly soaking it in peanut brine. Ew. And with that, I leave you. Safe travels, friend. Get bent. It's just a bag of peanuts on the bus. And just like that, you're alone. The stranger's peanuts soaking into the seat across from you. You do your best to hold your breath as the bus rattles to your destination. Next stop, Scarlet Hollow, end of the line. Almost there. The bus finally comes to a stop. Its brakes squealing as it deposits you in front of the Scarlet Hollow bus station. The sign at least reads bus station, but calling it that feels disingenuous. At best, it's a kiosk. Though for a small town like this, you're amazed there's so much as a road, let alone a bus that drives to it every week. I feel that. The town that I'm in does not have a bus station. The bus driver quickly shuts the doors behind you and starts the engine, kicking up dust clouds as he pulls away, eager to leave you and this place behind. Hey, Cosmo. Who's this? You instantly recognize the worn young woman from a few public photos on her Facebook page. She's your cousin, Tabitha. She looks annoyed to be here. Gee, thanks. Looks like somebody needs a hug. Oh. Hey, Tabitha. Give her your condolences. Remain silent. I could have remained silent this entire time, and that would have been so goddamn funny. I'm gonna give her condolences. I'm so sorry for your loss, Tabitha. Yes, great. Thank you. Let's get back to the estate. I don't want to spend any more time down here than I have to. Your cousin turns and motions to an old BMW parked near the bus kiosk. You follow her, clambering into the dusty relic. It doesn't take much driving before the only signs of civilization are the car you're in and the road you're on. Tabitha maintains an icy silence as she focuses on the road. Tip, dialogue option labeled Explore can usually be taken without advancing the story. They can impact relationships and unlock additional story paths, so choose carefully. Explored. How are you holding up? I guess we're both members of the Dead Moms Club now, huh? So, the funeral. I can't believe we've never actually met before this. This one's too funny not to pick. Your cousin turns to you with an icy glare. Maybe this would have worked to ease the tension if she were someone else, but she isn't. She turns back to the road, her expression cold and unforgiving. So how are you holding up? It isn't healthy to keep things bottled up. I didn't want to pick the armchair therapist route. I know how you're feeling. I lost my mom too. I don't think that's the right thing to say. Okay, but if that ever changes, I'm here for you, alright? Phew, good to hear. Say nothing. I'm gonna go with if that ever changes. Even after I go home. So, the funeral. Yep, like I told you, she's a goddamn ray of sunshine. Geez, it's almost a week. I got here a little early. Since I'm here, do you need any help planning? I know this stuff isn't easy. Have you worked out all the details yet? I'm gonna ask if she needs help. It's actually been fine. I just needed the coffin and somebody to dig a hole. I feel like... Maybe I'm reading this wrong. I'm assuming she did not have a great relationship with this woman. We're just gonna remain silent. You decide to sit in silence with your cousin as the car eases up the steep mountain road. And here it is, the Scarlet Estate. Though it's seen better days, its crumbling elegance is not lost on you, someone used to cramped apartments in gray cities. Your mother told you about this place many times before she passed, always with an anger burning beneath her words. The faded majesty you once imagined doesn't quite compare with what's in front of you, a jarring blend of opulence and ruin. As you stare at it perched on the crumbling cliffside, you can't help but feel like it's something that should have been left to rot long, long ago. It kind of looks like it's going to topple off the side of the cliff. You're hit with a blast of dusty air as you step across the threshold into the foyer. Everything in this room has been here for much longer than you've been alive. Each object cemented in place with layers of dust and cobwebs. You can hear doors creak on their hinges and the aches and moans of ancient floorboards as the house itself sways in the wind. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. If you know what's good for you, you'll stick to your room, your bathroom, and the kitchen, and the hallways, I guess. But only the hallways you need to use to get to those places. I'll show you around so you know where it's safe to walk. You can leave your bags here for the time being. Are you sure they're not gonna fall through the floor? The architecture here is breathtaking. Chateau-esque style, reminiscent of the Biltmore estate. Cool, thanks. So you live here. It's beautiful. It's beautiful and clean. This place is falling apart. I thought y'all were loaded. Can't you afford to fix this dump? That's great. That's really funny. That's pretentious beyond belief. I kind of love it, but I don't think it's appropriate here. So you live here. It's kind of funny. Tabitha's dagger-filled eyes are as much of an answer as you're going to get. She doesn't like me. I'm not making a good impression. Let's get this tour over with. Follow me. You put your bags down and follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. She delicately steps over the holes and tears in the floor, and you do your best to trace her steps. Kitchen. On Wednesdays, a woman from town comes in and does the cleaning. Her name is Janie. I wouldn't recommend socializing with her. She'll talk your ear off. I feel like she's probably more pleasant to talk to than you. If you need any food, there's fixings for peanut butter and jelly. Don't touch my mac and cheese or my ice cream. Those are off limits. Oh, and you can also access the gardens through here. But it's pretty wild, so I wouldn't if I were you. Tip: some explorer options prevent you from taking others. Choose carefully. Interesting. Someone cleans this place? You said someone actually cleans this place? Have you ever actually seen it happen, or does this person just say they did and leave? This is so nice. How is that not marked lie? It's nice. It's perfect. I'm actually allergic to peanuts. I feel like that's my response for every situation now in this game. Is there somewhere in town to buy food? That's actually a good question. What if I want ice cream? I might want to eat something other than PB&J this week. Is there somewhere in town we might get groceries? Well, aren't you fancy? I feel like it's a normal adult thing to not just want to subsist on PB&J. Yeah, there's a general store. There's also a diner. I usually order my food in bulk online, though, so I won't be going with you. I'm just gonna say sweet, thanks. Cool. Good talk. I kind of just want to see what happens if I pick it. Then I guess you'll just be having regular old J's, or you can deal with your own food while you're in town. I don't care which. I don't want to lie, because it's not. All right, what's next on the tour? Bathroom. Follow me. Great, it's been hours, because I've been on the bus with the talking dude. As the two of you leave the kitchen, you pass by a tuxedo cat sitting on the countertop. Yo, look at the baby. I want to pet the cat. Oh. Before following your cousin down the hall, you decide to pet the cat. She bites you hard and hisses violently. Tabitha sighs. As you've now learned, you should not pet Frou Frou. If she wants to be pet, she'll let you know. Come on, the bathroom awaits. You once again follow Tabitha through the long, dusty hallway. Maybe after a few nights, it'll get easier to navigate these spaces, but for the time being, you feel lucky to have not fallen through the floors. Guest bathroom. Not much to show. It's a bathroom. I'll wait outside. Do what you must if you must. It is a wretched bathroom. Piles of junk sit untouched in the corners of the room, and the mystery stains paint the floor. Ew. What a nice bathroom. Oh no. Guess. She doesn't have any. I kind of want to see what's under the... Oh no! Bugs skitter from the bowl as you lift the seat. Ew. Ew, ew, ew. I'm good. You know, on second thought, I don't think I need to go. You might as well try. Are you not gonna let me out of the bathroom? No, I'm good. You leave the bathroom to rejoin your cousin and finish the tour. You still have to go, but it can wait until later. Maybe you'll sneak out to the garden. Up next, guest bedroom. Last stop on the tour. Follow me. You and Tabitha briefly return to the foyer before climbing the stairs and reaching the guest room. Booksmart. The room smells of old dust, mildew, wood rot. It has it all. A week of sleeping in this place might give you permanent lung damage. This is where you'll be staying. The linens are fresh, and I had Janie wash them last week. I had to endure half an hour rant about I had to endure a half an hour rant about her kid to get her to do it. So you better be grateful. An unmistakable stain coats this room. Someone died here. No, people have died here. The closet is full of old family stuff, so you can't hang your clothes up, but you can use the dresser. It should be empty. People have died here, haven't they? When? This house is almost 150 years old. Obviously, people have died here. It seems a little dusty. You spend a moment searching for the right word. Wow, sorry I'm not giving you the 5-star hotel treatment you so desperately seem to need. You can dust it yourself if you care so much. Like I said, the house is almost 150 years old. Many, many people have slept here. And now you'll sleep here. Carrying on the fine tradition of bedrooms being slept in. I guess I'll start getting settled. Follow me. I'll take you back to the foyer so you can collect your belongings. This concludes our tour. I'm afraid I must return to my duties, so you'll have to entertain yourself for the rest of the day. Don't expect to see much of me. Tip, some dialogue options will be open. We'll open additional conversation paths, some right away, others down the line. There wouldn't happen to be a library in the estate, would there? I'm not sure what else I would do with my time. You sure you can take the day off? Did I do something wrong? I will be asking that after the library thing. Are you sure you're okay? There is, but as I said earlier, most of the building is off limits. And the library is in the West Wing, which is extra off limits. You're better off heading into town. I'm pretty sure there's a library there. I'm going with this one. You asked me to come here, but you're acting all pissed off that I actually came. What's going on with you? Look, I'm sorry I've been testy since you've gotten here, but you aren't exactly one to talk. Clearly, you and I have different opinions on hospitality. Maybe we can start fresh tonight. Just stay out of my hair until then, okay? I have work to do. What do you do? What kind of work do you do? I run the coal mine, same as every Scarlet who came before me. Except for you and your mom. It requires a lot of time and concentration, so I'd appreciate it if you didn't keep me for long. I didn't know you owned a coal mine. Don't you ever think about things you could be doing with your life that might give you a better sense of purpose than running a coal mine? Running a coal mine has got to be one of the most ethically and physically vile jobs in the... Hashtag girl boss. I don't know what to say. Because that's just, she already doesn't like me. That's just opening, and all of these are opening an entirely other can of worms. Because I think that that's gonna start like an actual fight. That sounds impressive and exciting. Good for you. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I don't think of it as exciting. In the same way I don't think of cleaning a toilet or painting a wall as exciting. It's a task. Obviously, because this place looks like shit. One of those tasks could use more doing. It's a healthy mindset. Alright, we'll go with that. Seems like a good way to look at a job, instead of convincing yourself that you have to be doing the thing you love the most. It's okay to just have a job. Yeah, exactly. I would rather be doing something else. Would I rather be doing something else with my... words. Would I rather be doing something else with my life? Maybe. But I know I had to take over the company, so why think about other stuff I could be doing? I kind of want to explore the house. Maybe we can hang out when you get back. We'll see. There's a lot that needs to be done this week. Your cousin leaves through the front door. And now it's just you and this sprawling, decrepit estate. A jelly sandwich sounds great right now. Settle into your room. I kind of immediately want to go to the place that she told me not to go into. With Tabitha gone, there's no one stopping you from going to the forbidden wings of the estate. Exactly. Except for the locks and chains sealing them shut. It would have been a good idea to take the street smart one that could have gone through the locks. Dang it. With your cousin gone, there's nothing for you to really do here. You drop your bags off in your room and head out to explore the town. If you'd have known you'd wind up having to walk all the way back to town, you probably would have just asked Tabitha to leave you at the bus stop, especially with how unhappy she seems to see you. If you could wipe the slate between the two of you clean and bury some kind of tension, though maybe her mother's funeral isn't the best time for something like that. Then again, maybe it's the perfect time. Continue That looks like the Slay the Princess opening. It's really pretty out here. Finally, you made it back to town. The holler, as the guy on the bus called it, has probably seen better days, just like that house. It still has the feeling of an idyllic country town, but its sidewalks are cracked and many of the storefronts are boarded up. Their windows dusty with age. A chill breeze sweeps down the lane. You shudder, suddenly feeling as if you're peering into a grave. Dog! Gretchen, come back! Quit bothering strangers! Sorry about that. Gretchen can be very slippery when she wants to be. She loves to get loose and cause havoc. A pug! She's so cute! Tell me more about this wonderful creature. I don't do too well with dogs. Is that supposed to be a dog? That's so mean. I'm in love with this dog, and I wish to know everything there is about her. That's correct. Gladly. Her favorite food is Cheese Whiz, her favorite toy is an old sock I sewed to look like a squirrel, and her favorite show is Murder, She Wrote. I love this dog. Sometimes I leave it on in the background while I'm working to give her something to do. She'll actually sit on her little bed and watch it like an old lady with her programs. Oh my god, I love their Mothman shirt. My mom was a vet. She used to visit the regional animal shelter on weekends to do checkups. When I was real young, I'd go with her to volunteer, which really meant I'd do a little bit of manual labor and then play with the dogs for the rest of the day. One weekend, believe it or not, someone dropped off this little 1-year-old pug that had outgrown its cute little puppy stage. When I went to clean her kennel, she looked up at me with those big, watery, nervous eyes, wagging her entire butt and whimpering like no one had ever loved her before, and I couldn't not fall head over heels, you know? My parents were rugged mountain folks, so they weren't big on toy breeds, and at first they refused to even consider adopting poor Gretchen. But I kept visiting every week, and soon enough they caved and let me take her home. My dad still wasn't too keen on her at first, but soon enough he was taking her out on the trails like she was a hound dog. Aww. Sorry for talking your ear off, but I can't help it. I could prattle on about Gretchen for hours. Please do. But where are my manners, talking to you for this long without introducing myself? I'm Stella. It's not often I see a strange face in the holler. Every now and then there's a new crop of coal folks, but you don't look dusty enough for that. You aren't in town for the funeral, are you? The Scarlet funeral? I'm gonna introduce myself. Hi, I'm Cosmo. You must be Tabby's cousin, right? Unfortunately. That's the only person I can think of who would have come to town for a funeral. How's she holding up? To be honest, I've been a little bit worried about her. All alone up in that big house. I'm sorry, did you say Tabby? I can't imagine Tabitha ever going by something so... Why do you want to know? I feel like whoever I met today isn't the real Tabitha, just a mask she wears. She seems alright. Even though we just met a couple hours ago, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried about her. Is she always so, you know... I don't know how she's doing and I don't care. Why do you care? She's awful, and as far as I can tell, she openly hates me. I'm gonna get... Yeah, I am worried about her. She's always been a little rough around the edges, but I figured she'd probably be having a rough go of things. She and her mom were really close. Okay, so they were close, so why is she acting like this? To think she'll be... to think she's been up in that old mansion all by herself. It'll probably be good for her for now that you're staying there, even if she doesn't think so herself. How long have you known her? Are you two friends? Oh, quite a long time. This town's really small, so everybody knows everybody else as far back as they can remember. Tabby and I got a little close when we were both in the school's production of A Midsummer Night's Dream. I was Puck and she was Mustard Seed. As you might have expected, she was more than a little prickly, and I managed to soften her up in the end. But she graduated and that was that. Oh, if you just got to town, you must be starving. I was just on my way to the diner for a coffee. They've got amazing biscuits, my treat. Biscuits? Your treat? Hell yeah. Sure, why not? I'm not really hungry. It was nice meeting you. I think I'm just going to wander for a while. Yeah, I'll pass. I should go. No. Awesome, let's go. A pleasant aroma of greasy breakfast food hangs heavy in the air. In contrast with the empty, lifeless atmosphere of the family estate, the diner is filled with the comforting din of human life. All of which grinds to a sudden halt as the patrons realize that a stranger has entered the establishment. Hey everyone, I'm Cosmo. What are you looking at? Quietly slide into the nearest booth. Just in town for the funeral. Before anyone can respond, you and Stella casually slide into the booth, pretending the whole town didn't just gawk at you like a sideshow attraction. Looks like your entrance was a little more dramatic than you were expecting, huh? Yeah. Folks around here don't meet strangers as is, and with who you're related to, well, let's just say you're the talk of the town for a while. Hey, Stella, I went ahead and fixed you up a coffee. He quietly placed a cup of coffee in front of Stella. And here's some bacon for the little lady. Oh, and the dog gets a plate of bacon. Gretchen sniffs the bacon and digs in. Tip, you can hit the H button on your keyboard to hide the text box at any time. Oh, so I can... Wait, oh, look at that face. Anything for you? The name's Avery. I'll be taking care of you today. I love their shirt. How much is the coffee? Order biscuit. Best in the county. Avery pours a fragrant brew into the empty mug in front of you. They linger after pouring your coffee, turning to you nervously. Oh, and sorry for your loss. That's sweet. Before you have the chance to respond, they're gone. Glad you took my advice with the biscuit. You won't regret it. Anyway, funeral's not till Sunday, right? That gives you quite a bit of time to slum around town. I'm trying to think if there are any cool events going on this week. There's always the reading adventure at the library, which is supposed to be for little kids, but I do it every month anyway. She's my kind of girl. I also love summer reading at the library. Oh, and I'm pretty sure Avery's throwing a party Saturday night, so that'll be a fun thing to look forward to. And there's the weekly Sunday potluck. I'll be at a funeral, unfortunately. That should be right after the funeral, too, so it'll be a special occasion. It's a shame the reading adventure's for kids. I was excited for something to do at the library. It's a potluck like a church thing. Sounds neat. Maybe I'll check some things out. I'm not gonna lie, we're gonna do that. Just because it's for kids doesn't mean it isn't fun. And Oscar's all about keeping things on theme, so this month is a bunch of ghost stories. Oh, cool. I think he's calling it Spooky Bookies. You know, like how the ghost would say it. Oh my god, that's perfect. Cool, we should check it out this week. But that's really just an afternoon. Any idea what you'd like to do for the rest of the week? We just met. Honestly, no clue. I'm sure I'll be able to occupy myself. I'll probably just do what I can to support Tabitha. I kind of assumed I'd be spending my time trying to help Tabitha, but with how quickly she ran off today, I'm not sure that's enough for a full schedule. That's actually the answer. That's really sweet of you, but you're right. That'll definitely still leave you with plenty of time to kill. Have you thought about exploring the local trails at all? I'm usually out there a few nights a week for my job, so I'd be happy to show you around. Before Stella can finish, Avery returns biscuit in tow. Here's your biscuit. Winnie says it's on the house, and she sends her condolences. Oh. Oh, you didn't have to do that. I want to say that because that's what my reaction would be, but I'm afraid that it's gonna like tack on at the end additional dialogue that's like, you didn't have to do that. I don't want your fucking biscuit. Okay, it didn't do anything weird. You pick up the biscuit, it's delicate and fluffy and nearly crumbles at your touch. The warmth emanates from its surface. You don't even need to taste it to know it's good. Divinity given buttery form. That is definition what a biscuit is. You take a bite, it melts in your mouth as if it was nothing but butter suspended in a thin matrix of dough. Truly, this is a perfect biscuit. Whoa. Avery lingers at the table for a moment. So, has Stella mentioned that she's famous? No. Oh, Avery, I'm not famous. That definitely means that you are, probably. You're the only person I know who's been on the news, and if that's not famous, I don't know what is. Stella sighs. I'm a YouTuber. Heh, same. Wait, what? What kind of videos do you do? Wow, that's rad. That would probably be my reaction. Oh, okay. How does that make you money? Huh, you and everyone else. She hunts Oh, I love her. That's cool. You should really check out her channel, Cosmo. It's amazing. I think the best video to start with would be the river one. You know, the controversial one. Oh yeah, the Catawba River Runner. I didn't expect much out of the footage at the time, but it really wound up doing numbers. Interesting. So the River Runner is a cryptid that's only known from a single sighting. 2 Boy Scouts thought they saw something big and weird at the Catawba River. And that's all I had to go on. But then I wound up catching this on camera. Stella pulls out her phone and shows you a clip of something in a river. The size and shape of the creature's body tells you it's likely a predator, and it's definitely not a wolf. You seem to recall that mountain lions used to live up here. Who's to say if there aren't a few left? Some folks said it was a beaver, but if that was the case, it'd be at least twice the size of any beaver I'd seen. I also had people saying it was a dog or even a capybara. Why would there be a capybara? That must have escaped from a local wildlife sanctuary. I'm still not sure what it was, and I'm the only one who saw the thing with my own 2 eyes. That's an honest-to-God cryptid there. Oh yeah, totally a dog. Or wait, a beaver? Hold on. Whatever it is, you should leave it alone. I don't believe in cryptids. You're lame. That is an honest-to-God cryptid. No way that's a beaver or a dog. There's no way a capybara would be swimming in a river in the mountains of North Carolina. Unless there's some North American colony of capybaras in Appalachia. But that would still count as a cryptid, wouldn't it? I would think it would. Yeah, until someone catches a capybara up here, and that would still count as a cryptid by most standards. My comment section went nuts for this footage, and from there it spread to Twitter pretty fast. There were polls for days. I had an actual expert weighing in. It was all really cool. And it meant the video did pretty good numbers. Personally, I'm a fan of the capybara theory. There's always people keeping those things as exotic pets. Kind of a sewer gator type situation. I want to see like a roided up capybara. I think that would be really funny. Somebody make like a Chud style horror movie of that. Yeah, exactly. Some exotic pet owner set it free and now it will forever roam the Catawba. That is such a hard word. Catawba. Confusing Boy Scouts and the YouTube commenters for years to come. So speaking of things to do around town, I was actually planning on filming this week's video tonight. I was wondering if maybe you'd want to come along. Absolutely. It's a pretty easy one this week. We wouldn't even have to camp anywhere. I'm gonna go after the... Wait, no spoilers! I should probably get back to it instead of standing around chatting with friends anyway. See you all around. They're fun. I like their shirt. Now that the coast is clear. I'm going after Skunk Ape. But doesn't Skunk Ape live in Florida? Why is that the book smart response? Heck yeah, Skunk Ape is hilarious. I saw it in a docu-special at once. That's probably gonna be the answer. Interesting, interesting. Tell me more. Isn't that just worse, Bigfoot? Right? It should be a pretty fun video. It's hard to be serious when you're talking about something that's famous for smelling bad. Most skunk ape sightings are from Florida, but while I was doing research for last week's video, I came across a report where a lady from a town over claimed to have seen one on her deck, playing tug of war with her dog. And as I leave no stone unturned, I decided it was worth investigating. So what do you say? Want to tag along? Absolutely. Hold the camera for me while I narrate against a darkening sky, that sort of thing. It depends, will Gretchen be there? Absolutely. Against my better judgment, yes. It's not like I have anything else going on. Are you actually asking me, a stranger, to follow a girl I just met into the woods, unknown at night? After dangerous beasts, I'm gonna have to decline. You're lame. How about a rain check? I'm saying absolutely. That's great. It's been a while since I've had anyone besides Gretchen out there with me. This is gonna be a lot of fun. I actually started the channel with a couple of buddies of mine back in middle school, so it'll kind of be like a blast from the past. I miss those two. Our videos were terrible. You know, that gets me thinking. I wonder if they'd be down to come along with us. Get the old gang back together. Though I guess Kanika has to close out the general store tonight, so I'm pretty sure she's a no-go. But Reese, I think there's a decent chance we could get him to come out of his cave if he's up for it. Do you mind if I make a quick call? Stella pulls out her phone and dials it, waiting for it to ring. Reese, dude, what's up? Feels like it's been forever. Aw, man, I'm sorry to hear that. You want me to come by, or... Uh-oh. Okay, if you're really sure, but if you change your mind. Oh, I was just calling to ask if you wanted to come out in the woods tonight. I met somebody cool in town today. She's Tabitha's cousin. I know, yeah, just here for the week. Anyway, we're going out to look for Skunk Ape. We could take the easier trails if that would help. Dang, man, that sounds awful. I hope you take it easy tonight. I'll swing by sometime this week and we can have a more low-key hang. How's that? Yeah, I'll bring her. Talk to you soon. Bye, bud. Looks like it's just you and me, pal. Did he ask you to bring me to his house? Is he okay? Are you okay? What's his deal? He's not feeling well, that's all. He's had a lot going on in the past, 10 years or so. But I feel like it's gotten a lot worse recently. I can't remember the last time I saw him leave his house. Oh well, that's not my place to talk, really. I just got a little excited thinking about having him along again. He's hilarious, you'd love him. We should swing by his place sometime this week. That'd be nice. I'd love to meet your friends. He's definitely the trickier one to meet. Kanika's much easier to track down, since she's at the general store basically every day. But friendships can wait. We've got a skunk ape to hunt. So we should probably head out if we want to make it up the mountain before it's too dark. Come on, let's blow this popsicle stand. I'm obsessed with her, and I'm afraid that she's gonna die. You pause before getting up. Maybe it's time to make a good first impression. Oh, absolutely, I'm leaving a tip. You reach into your pocket and pull out a crumpled $5 bill. You know it's a bit more than one would expect to get from such a short dining experience, but you might as well share the wealth while you've got it. You smooth out the bill before placing it on the table inconspicuously. Oh, that's awesome of you. Avery will appreciate that, I'm sure. Stella turns to leave the diner with you following close behind. It hadn't been very cold when you first arrived in town, but as the sun dips closer and closer to the horizon, a chill descends upon the hollow, and you see your situation with renewed clarity. You're in a new place, far from civilization and the people you know, following someone you just met into a dark forest in search of monsters. You feel a sense of foreboding, more alive than you felt in years. Strangely calm, tense, unsettled, nothing. You feel an overwhelming sense of foreboding, which seems only natural considering where you are. Your instinct screams at you to leave, but at the same time you're curious to see what the night has in store for you. You decide to go with the flow, to keep putting one foot in front of the other and to not dwell too much on this strange feeling. Gotta love this brisk fall weather. This past summer was the hottest on record, since last year at least. You know how it is these days. Each summer is the hottest yet until the next summer, which always finds a way to be so much worse. It's just nice to feel a chill in the air and see the leaves change, like normalcy is restored, if only for a moment. Sorry if that was a bit of a bummer. You should talk about something more fun, like skunk apes. Are you really expecting to find anything out here? Do you ever hunt things that aren't cryptids? You know, like ghosts, demons, werewolves, that sort of thing? Has anything bad ever happened on these hikes? What's the weirdest thing you've seen out here, other than cryptids? Yeah, for sure. I used to go after all sorts of spooky stuff. Never had much luck, though, especially when it came to ghosts. Back when I first started doing solo videos, I'd go into all sorts of old abandoned buildings, hoping I'd stumble across some sort of activity. Oh, I could take her to the estate. But nothing ever happened. It was always just me and my camera and an old house getting worked up over a gust of wind or a creaky floorboard. When all's said and done, I've just been a lot luckier with cryptids. I want to believe in ghosts so bad, and I can't rule out the possibility that there really are true hauntings out there. But if there are, I sure as heck haven't seen any myself. Werewolves, I kind of lump in with cryptids. I'd be shocked if there actually were people out there who turned into animals, but werewolf lore lines up pretty well with the great beast genre of cryptids. As for demons, I don't know. Honestly, I don't even want to consider the possibility that they exist, because if they really are out there, a lot of folks are doomed to an eternity of flames. So, let's hope that all of it's bunk, am I right? What about aliens? Don't even get me started! Did you see those UFO videos that the government declassified? Aliens are definitely real, and they have absolutely visited Earth. Like, I believe in aliens way more than I believe in cryptids. You don't see me hunting aliens out here because we know they're real. She's a riot. We're not alone out here, but everything is cut from the same cloth. Aliens exist, but I'm not sure they've come to Earth. Heck yes, aliens are real. I'm skeptical. Let's see what that's just what the government wants you to think. I have absolutely no opinion on aliens, and why did you ask the question? Whoa, you've got to meet my friends. Whoa, haha, I missed that. Whoa, hi, you've got to meet my friend Kanika's mom. You two would get along. Is anything? Okay, I want to know what the weirdest thing she's found is. What's the weirdest thing you've seen out here, other than cryptids? Oh gosh, that's a good one. Let me think. Well, there's always the deer I saw stealing baby birds out of a nest and eating them. That was pretty messed up, no shit. But I think most people know about that these days. I've seen tons of other videos of deer doing that, so I'm not sure if it counts as weird anymore. I think it is. I think it's still very weird. Oh, Tetanus Lake. That's definitely the weirdest. It's a 5-foot deep, 30-foot wide pile of old cans and bottles and assorted garbage with grass and trees growing on it, so you could barely tell that it was there until you stepped on it. It was practically solid ground with how much it had been compressed, but you can still fall through if you weren't careful, hence the name. Better be up on your shots if you want to mess around here. It's all stuff from the 50s too, which is super neat. I salvaged a few bottles that I keep on my dresser as a little souvenir. Let's move on. Did you hear that? Skunk ape. Oh, calm down, Gretchen, you old mutt. Phew, sorry for getting spooked, Duke. I thought you were a skunk ape. Some creature of darkness? Nah, girly, just old Duke. Now what the hell are you looking for out here anyway? Skunk ape. Sorry I asked. And who's this you suckered into coming with you? Wait a tick, you aren't. Is that? Yup. I see. Welcome to the holler. My condolences. I'll keep you in my prayers. Now both of y'all head on back to town, you hear? It's best you steer well clear of this area tonight. I'm out dealing with my own critter and I won't be too appreciative if a couple of fools with a camera scare away the more sensitive wildlife. What are you hunting tonight? Something tall and hairy? Something musky? You see anything like that recently? Wouldn't you like to know? You never could stay in your business, Stella Richmond. Put that damn camera down. Oh, come on, Duke. Maybe I could help out. I'm pretty good at tracking. You know I learned from the best. That you did, but I have yet to see a shred of proof that you listened to any of it by the way you tromp around in the woods at night yelling about chunkabungas or what have you. Something's been getting my chickens. I've lost 3 this week and I can't afford to lose more than that. Huh, I wonder if the skunk ape has a taste for chicken. Now see, this is why I don't come to you about these things. It ain't no skunk ape, whatever the hell that is. I know exactly what this is, but I know you won't believe me if I tell you. Oh, Duke, you don't think it's... I do, actually. It's those damn mountain lions. They're out there, Stella. I don't care what your little investigation turned up. You haven't been out in the woods as long as I have. Those sons of bitches are sneaky. Of course you wouldn't find any in one night of tracking. And I know for a fact that's what's been getting up in my chickens. It couldn't be anything else. I'm telling you, man, mountain lions are extinct in these parts. There hasn't been any actual sightings since the 1990s, and even those were iffy. I can't believe you go out there on your YouTube saying some river monster spotted by a couple school-age Boy Scouts has been 100% confirmed, yet Appalachian cougars are some kind of far-fetched fantasy made up by geezers like me. You made me look like a fool. I read those comments when people were posting on your video. I'm sorry, Duke. I didn't mean to sick anybody on you. I don't think it's plausible. You'll eat those words when I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of the woods at dawn. And if you two don't want a face full of buckshot, I suggest you run home and stay out of the woods tonight. As Duke's words leave his mouth, an existential dread begins to pull at your chest. Something is waiting for you deeper in the woods. Whatever it is, the 3 of you are bound to meet it, and it will change you forever. Interesting. There's something waiting for us deeper in the woods. I don't think this night ends well. But we were here first! What if you find a mountain lion? Don't kill it. No. If you find a mountain lion in the woods, only one of you is leaving the woods. That's just a fact. I'm on Duke's side on this. Mountain lions are dangerous. Right on, Duke. Kill that mountain lion. Can't you just buy more chickens? No. Don't butt in. This is between Duke and Stella. I don't think this night ends well, and that's a fact. How would you know? I go hunting in these woods all the time. Night, day, possums, bears, it doesn't make a difference. Even a mountain lion wouldn't stand a chance against the ingenuity of man out here. That's false. Unless it's not a mountain lion. Oh, don't you get started again. If your daddy could hear you going on about ghouls and goblins using what he taught you to run around in these woods like some kind of paranormal investigator. Do you want that to be his legacy, girl? And besides, you know my boy Bo and me are headed down to the state fair to show off Big Betty this week. We'll be gone days, and the chicken coop might as well have a big old all-you-can-eat sign on it, if I don't nip this in the bud tonight. You know how I feel about my chickens. I couldn't take it if I lost any more of my poor little ladies. Oh, poor chickens. And you know I have to put out a video by tomorrow evening. I like Stella. I really, really do. But you are in the wrong in this situation. Mystical. As Stella and Duke both root themselves to their stubborn insistences, the feeling from before gains form and clarity. Something fated has been locked into stone. Somebody here is going to die tonight. Oh no. It better not be the dog. If I miss an update, I might lose my new sponsor. Who knows what that'll mean for my career. We all need to get out of the woods right now. If we don't, somebody's going to die. Yep. Why even try to warn them? Fate is fate. There is no resisting it. You know this. Now, what's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to threaten me? I don't know. It's just a weird feeling I get sometimes. A weird, bad feeling. It's never wrong. Are you trying to say you're psychic or something? You are a cryptid hunter. Oh, I accidentally hit the wrong thing. Signs point to yes. Don't count on it. It's just a gut thing. I wouldn't call myself psychic. Ask again later. That's funny. Oh, right. When we're in a more private place, I get you. No, I just wanted to go off the magic 8-ball thing. Hush, both of you. You're just trying to unsettle me so I let y'all go off in the woods to film your little video. Cosmo, I think you freaked out Duke enough for one evening. Maybe we should leave the poor man to his wild goose chase. I am not freaked out by your friend's theatrics. But if it gets you out of my hair, sure, I'm greatly disturbed. Now run along home and stay out of trouble. As you and Stella return to the trail, she carefully looks back the way you came. Okay, the coast is clear. There's no way we're letting Duke edge us out that easy. Come on, I know a trail that'll get us around him. Yes, I knew you wouldn't give up on the hunt. Lead the way. Oh no, we aren't actually headed back to town. Are you sure you don't want to, watch a movie instead? I don't think he's actually going to shoot us. Wouldn't you rather go home, hang out, maybe watch a movie? Oh, you don't have to worry about old Duke. I've been out tracking with him before. The man sounds like a truck crashing through the trees when he walks. Even if we do cross paths, we'll hear him long before he catches wind of us. That's not what I'm worried about. We could always do a movie night later, but right now, my viewers come first. They demand cryptids, and I'm duty-bound to give them what they so crave. This isn't about Duke. Something bad is going to happen if we stay here. Sorry, I'm just a little shaken up. Fine, I'll stick around, but know up front that I'm only sticking around under duress. Oh, fine. There's no shaking you, is there? You'll just follow me until I finally relent and go monster hunting. That's not what's happening. Sorry, Stella, this is too much. I don't want to leave her out here. Something bad is going to happen. Wait, you don't want to dip out now. The sun is about to set. Things are about to get good, you know. Tabitha's probably good. Okay, hold on. Let me reread these. I don't know if there's actually an answer that I want, because she's not believing me about the, something is wrong. Sure, I guess I'll stick around for sunset. Okay, fine. Sheesh. Sorry, I know I'm chickening out, but I don't want to get accidentally shot today. I'm just coming to my senses. I can't believe I almost followed you into the woods at night. What was I thinking? There's nothing out there. I'm tired. I'm going home. I don't even know you. I'm not risking my life so we can run around chasing fictional animals. Tabitha's probably getting worried about me. I should really head back. What's your deal? Why are you so pushy? Keep walking in silence. Okay. See, I'm at a crossroads here because also, I don't know how this game is going to play out, but if something does happen to her, I don't want something to happen to her, but if something does happen to her and I get out of it, I am the stranger in town at the moment. Everybody knows everybody, and so everybody knows that she went out into the woods with me, and she was also seen in the woods with me by Duke. So if something bad happens to her, I feel like it's immediately going to be pinned on the stranger who has never set foot in this town before. And I think that's going to cause problems. But there's not an option that lets me, like, drag her back into town. So I feel like I need to stay with her. Oh, God, I don't know. And we know that Tabitha's not getting worried about me. Tabitha doesn't give a shit. I guess I'm staying for sunset. I promise it'll be chill. Something very bad is going to happen. If it makes you feel any better, not much usually happens around these hikes. We'll probably just head home pretty soon after it gets dark. Duke will never know we were up here. I'm not worried about Duke. He's right. There's a great overlook just up the path. We can start there. Oh, a path in the woods. You go on an adventure with your new friend. This is going to end badly. Alright, this looks like a good shot. Mind holding the camera? She hands you the camera and takes position. This is not going to end well. Ahem. As night falls, my new assistant, the mysterious Cosmo, and I find ourselves on a high hill in the Blue Ridge Mountains, where we will begin our hunt for the elusive yet pungent skunk ape. Though mostly encountered in Florida, the possible relative of Bigfoot has been spotted all along the southeastern edge of the United States, including right in this very county. Here's hoping we get a glimpse tonight. We'll check back We'll check back once we're on the trail. Until then, stay searching, Stellars. I can take that camera off your hands for now. We'll be able to start tracking scenes once the sun sets all the way. This is a really bad idea. In the meantime, we get to take in all of this gorgeous scenery. Duke may be gone, but that feeling in your gut still lingers. Something terrible awaits you, something unavoidable. But what exactly is wrong in these woods still eludes you. There's something wrong here. Nature out here is incredible. I'm so used to only seeing pigeons and rats. It's breathtaking. It's hard to take all that in with all the danger. Being this far out from civilization stresses me out. Not a fan of the bugs. I'm a little distracted from not wanting to be out here anymore. Your gazes meet and the two of you enjoy a brief moment of comfortable silence. Yep, there's something behind me. Only for it to be pierced by a loud, percussive snort. It's a deer, and this noise means it's alerted and the rest of its herd are in danger. Death has come for me at last. Goodbye, cruel world. It's a deer, isn't it? Sure is. Let's check it out. Bad idea. You and Stella hear footfalls of animals retreating into the woods. She reaches for her flashlight. Okay. As someone who lives in Appalachia, one of the rules of wilderness safety is that if you hear the forest go quiet, or you hear animals moving away from you, you do not follow said animals because they may be running away from you, but they may also be running away from something much larger than you. There is something very wrong with that deer. A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of light while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. And then it's gone. Geez, Gretchen, calm down. You're gonna hurt yourself. She cannot handle deer. That was not a deer. When she gets like this, I usually have to pick her up and hold her. She has a bad habit of slipping her harness when she wants to go after something. You are too much of a potato. And they don't make harnesses to fit potatoes, do they? Was that some sort of cyst or something? There was something wrong with that deer. Why do you bring her with you? Well, that got my heart right up. I'm ready for the hunt. Was there some sort of cyst or something on the deer? It looked bad. Yeah, I think you're right. I bet it was an abscess, maybe a tumor. It's not like wild animals can get those taken care of, so they just get bigger and bigger. Poor thing, but there's not much we can do about it. It's never too late to... At this point, I feel like just insisting that we need to turn back is just going to make her mad at me. Same for me. How about we take a quick snack break to fuel up, and then we'll get right back into the night's activities. You settle down to rest. Stella breaks open a bag of assorted snacks. Unfortunately, it looks like there are peanuts in the trail mix. I really... There it is again. Take a snack bar, take dried apricots. I really want to know what happens when I say it every single time. Oh, yikes, I'm so sorry. There are only peanuts in the trail mix, but I totally get it if everything being in the backpack makes it off limits. Oh, that's sweet. I'm sure to keep that in mind next time. You know, I dried these myself. Janie gave me a bunch of apricots, and I had no idea what I was supposed to do with the apricots until they started going bad. So I panicked and threw them in the oven. And now she keeps giving me more. Please, take as many as you can eat. I've had so many I can't even taste them. I like dried apricots. You and Stella settle down on an overlook, snacks in hand, as the quiet sounds of evening wildlife wash over you. Gretchen gnaws on a stick, distracted for the time being. So tell me what it's like in Gravity Falls. Do you have a house, an apartment? You live with family, roommates, pets? Tell me what it's like to be Cosmo. Why do you want to know? I live alone in a dingy studio apartment. I live in a closet in a house with 10 roommates. I live in a doorless basement that floods whenever it rains. I live in an apartment with a difficult roommate. I live in a 12 by 12 shed in somebody's yard. I live in an internet cafe. Let's go with... I have been in this situation before, so we're gonna go apartment with a difficult roommate. I didn't find this guy. An old roommate of mine had him move in, and then they left and just stuck me with him. He's not the worst roommate I've ever had, so I can't complain too much. The biggest issue is his complete lack of respect for any boundaries. He sleeps on the couch in the common area most nights, always unclothed. He steals bites of my food, which he thinks he's being really sneaky about, but there's nothing sneaky about taking a huge bite out of a freshly made sandwich when there are only 2 of us living there, even if I'm in the other room when it happens. And he infringes on my privacy all the time, too. If I close the door to my room, he'll just start screaming and sometimes even attack the door until I open it. Then just walk away like he has a complex about closed doors. It's a cat, isn't it? Which, of course, means he doesn't close the door when he's doing his business, almost like he wants me to watch him. And, at least once a week, he somehow misses and leaves these big pee puddles, which I always wind up stepping in. It's gotten to the point that I think he's causing lasting damage to the house, and no matter what I say or do, it just doesn't get through to him. Anyway, sorry for the rant. I could just go on for hours about this guy. I mean, he's a cat, I called it. He's a cat, but he's a particularly horrible cat, and it's not like I can just give him away or anything. That would be cruel. Wait, he's a cat? Like an animal? Yeah, his name is Truck. I'm terrified I won't get my security deposit back because of what he's done to the place. So, what do you do for a living? I build programmatic ads for a company nobody's ever heard of. I sell arts and crafts on Etsy. I'm a first-year associate at a big law firm. I'm a streamer. I'm a student. I'm a teacher. I'm in the service industry. Okay, which one of these is... I think I sell arts and crafts on Etsy. It's funny. I have an Etsy store where I sell assorted arts and crafts. Sometimes I do commissions. Sometimes I just sort of find something on the street, fix it up with a quirky design, like giving something a mustache or painting it to look like a bee. Oh, that's fun. Oh, you're an artist and you upcycle. Nice. Most people I meet tend to raise their eyebrows when I tell them what I do, but you know what? I love it. Hell yeah. It might not be much, but it's empowering to feel like I'm taking control of my own destiny. Believe me, I can relate. I don't think I'd give up on what I do for anything. A crisp breeze passes over you. What about you? What's your story? Gretchen and I live in a little house just outside town. It's actually the house I grew up in, so it has a lot of pleasant memories attached to it, and I'm glad I could keep it in the family. My great-great-grandfather built that house, and he must have done a great job because it's just as sturdy as it's ever been. Oh, do you live with your parents? Do you live alone? Yeah, the place used to belong to my parents, but they're not around anymore, and the holler's small enough place that other folks don't need roommates. Oh, geez, I'm so sorry. Oh, because they're dead. It's okay, you didn't know. And I've done my mourning. You don't have to watch your tongue around me or anything. Life goes on. What were they like? I'm so sorry for your loss. I'm gonna do what were they like and then probably the I know how you feel. So what were they like? Did you get along? They were amazing. Two of the nicest people you'd ever meet. Interesting, too. My dad was a bit of a regional legend among hunters and trappers, who was always out in the woods on the trail of something. We certainly had some interesting dinners because of him. He had to learn how to fend for himself since his family didn't have much growing up. He always made sure I had food, and that I knew how to get it if I ever found myself too far from a grocery store. I could make us a pretty good salad with just what's in this clearing, if I had to, though it wouldn't exactly taste great. My mom was the local vet, the lady all the farms in the county knew to call if their animals were in need of something. Even the smallest mouse would get proper care in her hands. I'm sure she's most of the reason Gretchen here is one of the oldest dogs I've ever met. So yeah, those were my parents. I'm not trying the we're both members of the Dead Moms Club again. That didn't go over well the first time. Oh, thanks, Cosmo. That's really sweet of you. How are you holding up? I'm okay, hanging in there. Terrible, to be honest. I was glad to see her go. Oh my. It was a long time coming, but it wasn't a surprise. I'd kind of come to terms with it by the time it actually happened. And it's not all bad. She doesn't have to be in pain anymore, that's a relief. The hospital bills are another story, though. I can't even imagine how bad that must be. It's just salt in the wound at that point. Oh. It's showtime. That's whatever that is. Oh, there are eyes in the corner. Oh no. Someone's gonna die. Whatever lurks around the tree line is something best left unseen. But the events of this evening were already set in motion long before you stepped foot in Scarlet Hollow. There is no turning back now. There's something terrible. Yeah. Whatever it is, it's close. Here, watch Gretchen for a moment while I check this out. She's gonna get eaten. Oh, this is literally the... This is literally the starting path from Slay the Princess with the trees. You and Stella inch towards the tree line as she shines her flashlight into the woods. As you approach, a series of weak clucks call out from a nearby bush. Maybe Duke's birds weren't eaten after all. The hell? What the hell was that? Hold on, I gotta play that back. Holy shit. I'm guessing it must be maybe 2-3 feet tall. Doesn't look hairy either, so we can rule out skunk ape. But whatever it is, it wasn't one of Duke's chickens. Looks like it's headed north. Let's go after it. I can't believe it. Cryptids aren't supposed to be real. Right behind you. I was on board with this whole thing now, but now we've found something. What have you gotten me into? I was on board with this whole cryptid hunting thing back when I thought it'd just be a spooky jaunt in the woods. I never thought we'd actually find, like, something. Now's not the time to hesitate. If we're catching this thing, we gotta go now. You want to catch this thing? Stella sprints into the woods in pursuit, leaving you no choice but to run after her, Gretchen excitedly pulling you along by her leash. Oh. Are you okay? Oh god, the monsters got you. We're gonna die out here. Oh god, the monsters. We'll get you first. You know what they say. You only have to run faster than the person you're with. And here I thought you were supposed to be some hardened mountain girl. That's mean. Yeah, I'm alright. I tripped over something weird. Oh, that poor thing. It must have been one of Duke's. Oh, Jesus, it's still alive. I guess we have to roll the camera. Do you? It seems we found one of Duke's chickens, folks, and she's not looking too good. I'm hesitant to speculate, but she definitely seems to have some sort of growth under her skin. Could be a tumor, could be something else. Either way, I don't think there's much that can be done for her at this point. Jeez, I hope I don't get demonetized for this one. Wait, do you hear that? There's Duke. Stella, I swear to God, didn't I tell you to go home? Birdie? Oh, the chicken's name is Birdie. Birdie, oh no, what's happened to you, sweetheart? Duke, we just found her like this. I think there's something seriously wrong with her. Jesus H. Christ. There's something really wrong with all of the animals we've seen tonight. I kind of want to examine the chicken. Ooh. You stoop down to look at the chicken. Don't let Gretchen too close. She'll try to take a bite if you don't stop her. You hold Gretchen's leash close to your chest. She seems nervous, squirming it slightly against her harness. Good God. At first you thought it might have been a tumor, but this is something else. The skin is stretched taut, the growth pulsing beneath. Ew! She could still get better. Maybe she just needs that thing to pop and she'll be right as rain in a couple days. Happened to me once. There's not so much a scar these days. I don't know. It kind of looks like there's something in there. If you didn't know better, you would say this is some sort of parasitic growth. Like a wasp laying eggs inside a caterpillar. Poor little chicken's eyes look up at you glazed over, but still rolling around in their sockets with unfortunate life. The wing is barely still attached, but it seems to be the least of the chicken's concerns. Whatever got a hold of her busted her wing up too, little bastard. Yeah, what a bastard. Having investigated to your heart's content, you step back and give the bird space. There's something really wrong with all of the animals we've seen tonight. No goddamn shit, it's like some kind of plague. Better not be contagious. Do you think she's becoming an egg? What? Like, what are we supposed to do, man? I'm freaking the hell out right now. Duke, I don't think it's a mountain lion that's been getting your chickens. This is just like that deer. We ran into one earlier. It had growths just like Birdie. As you, Duke, and Stella take stock of the situation, a sound begins to wrap around you. Gently at first, barely a whisper. But then a guttural moan, and then another, and another. Suddenly you find yourself surrounded by a chorus of groaning misery. Oh, what the hell is going on? Do you guys hear that? I do think we should get out of here. Agreed. We've all had enough excitement. Come on, Birdie, let's get you home. Are you guys hearing this? She starts filming again. As Duke scoops up the injured Birdie, the voices in the trees intensify. It's like you're all suddenly surrounded, the strange sounds coming closer, growing bolder. Oh! What the hell is that? You feel a tightening on the leash pulling you from behind. Don't you step another foot closer or I'll shoot. Don't think I won't. Oh. The man hesitates and the thing steps forward, fixing on what seems to be its eyes on Birdie tucked under Duke's arm. The leash is drawn fully taut, and then there's a sudden looseness. Oh god, they got the dog. Gretchen starts making ungodly noises, screaming and howling along with the din around you. You and Stella turn just in time to see another one of the creatures slithering out from the bush. Gretchen whines and barks, reaching a fevered pitch as another creature's malformed hands grasp at her. Oh my god. What is going on over there? As Duke glances back, everything seems to happen at once. A patter of unnatural feet and then chaos. Duke grapples with the thing as it grabs his shotgun, pushing the barrel out of the way as it grasps for Birdie with oddly jointed limbs, while Stella stares in shocked silence as if paused, watching as the other creature attempts to wrestle Gretchen in the darkness. Her desperate cries going unheeded. Oh my god, grab the dog. Shit, get your grubby little hands off my bird. The bird is not what you need to be worried about. Help Duke. Help get the thing away. Okay. I like the dog. The thing is getting to Duke. You rush forward, shoving the awful thing away from Duke and Birdie. Your hands collide with smooth, doughy, unstructured flesh. It feels like you just shoved a loose bag of organs. Ew! It barely staggers back, the shove having done little more than to shift the thing's attention to you. It rears back on its hind legs, its mouth opening, whispered tones sliding out alongside something sharp and unnatural. And now it lies in a heap on the ground, its malformed insides oozing out onto the dead leaves. Got him, damn thing. Gretchen! You turn just in time to see Gretchen disappear into the underbrush. Her yelps grow distant as she's dragged away. Okay, why didn't you grab your dog, Stella? Stella wastes no time diving after her, rushing headlong into the dark woods. Now you move. Damn it, Stella, come on, we can't lose her. The two of you chase after her, following Stella in her pursuit of the thing that stole her dog. Good God, there's tons of these damn things. You and Duke push deeper to keep pace with Stella's desperate footfalls, doing your best to ignore the sudden absence of pale faces leering at you. Abundance, not absence. Abundance of pale faces leering at you from the trees. What the hell are they? Where are they coming from? His question is seemingly answered when you burst through the trees into a clearing. Stella, too, was stopped by the sight and smell of what has been arranged here. She stands with you at the edge, overlooking the bizarre pattern of animal corpses, their rot flavoring the air. Oh my, it's like a spiral. Look, what the heck? Gretchen is among them, the newest addition to the ring, lying paralyzed and whimpering under one of the creatures. Its pale, doughy form is crouched protectively over its catch. It's already started its work. Oh, poor doggy. Gretchen! She tries to step forward, but Duke holds her back. I think it's too late, Stella. No, she'll be okay, right? She'll be fine. We just have to grab her. No. Duke, you have to take her out. Duke, give me your gun. We can't let them have Gretchen. What do we do? She's going to be like Birdie soon. Yes, we need to get out of here. But she's all I have. Figures appear at the edges of the clearing. They are surrounding you. Well, we gotta do something. Standing around ain't doing us any favors. Duke, hand me your shotgun. Duke cautiously hands off the gun to Stella. She levels it at her dog. She's not going to get like that. I won't let it happen. Stella, you shouldn't have to do this. Let me do it for you. Let Duke do it for you. Stop, what are you doing? I'm sure there are other options. It's not like Birdie is dead. Maybe Gretchen will be fine. Let me do it. She only hesitates for a moment before pulling the trigger. The shot rings out over the clearing. The creatures scatter at the sudden noise, and the three of you run as well, driven by the feeling that they won't be gone long. Their voices still murmur in the trees around you. My truck's parked out on the trail. Let's get the hell out of here. Duke leads the charge back through the woods. Though the creatures clearly aren't done with you. They fill the woods around the path, leaning out with grasping hands, their stares fixed on Birdie. They want Birdie, Duke. They can want what they want. It doesn't mean they're getting it. Ew. You make it to the road, but three of the creatures stand between you and Duke's truck. They're protecting their nest. You have to give them Birdie. You've stolen from them, Duke. You have to give them back what's theirs. What are you waiting for, Duke? Shoot them. Cosmo's right, Duke. Birdie is part of their brood now. Is this what you want? Is this what you want, you sons of bitches? Fine, take her. Take her and leave us be. Now, Stella, I know you got trouble with vehicles and I won't hear any nonsense about you walking back to town. You hear, get in the truck. You sense the slightest bit of hesitation as Stella pauses on the path next to you. Okay. You squeeze into Duke's tiny two-seater truck, tucking your legs on either side of the gear shift. Stella stares ahead in silence next to you. So I guess it wasn't a mountain lion that got your chickens. That was fun. That was terrifying. How are we supposed to get on with our lives knowing something like that is lurking? Hey, Stella, you good? I'm so sorry about Gretchen. She doesn't respond. Give her space to grieve, Cosmo. There will be plenty of time for talking when that's what she wants to do. You reach out and rest your palm gently on her shoulder. She jumps slightly at your touch, but you can feel some of her tension ease. She lets out a self-soothing sigh. Why so glum? I thought you wanted to find cryptid. That's horrible. We're going to stay silent, because I'm not stirring the pot. You let the silence continue, staring out at the road ahead. Every now and again, you spot what looks to be a pale, anguished face peeking out from between the trees before vanishing back into the underbrush. Soon, the rumble of gravel beneath the tires gives way to uneven pavement and the truck comes to a stop in front of a small cottage. Thanks for taking me home, Duke. Anytime, but Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, what were those things? I have no idea. I've never heard of anything like them. But I got a shit ton of footage. Nothing really clear, but it's a start. I better go check on Bo. He'll be worried about me. You and your friends stay safe. Looks like those things didn't follow us, but well, there's no point in talking about the butts. Just look out for yourself. Take care, Duke. And here you are, back in town, away from the woods, with no one but Stella in sight. Your phone buzzes in your pocket. Now that you're back in town, you must finally have reception again. Oh no. 6 missed calls from Tabitha, and 13 text messages. Yikes, Tabitha's been blowing up my phone. You text Tabitha back and let her know you're okay. Message sits unread. It's nothing important. You slide your phone back into your pocket. You can deal with Tabitha later. God, what a mess this night's been. I'm so sorry about Gretchen. There's nothing we could have done. I just have to accept what happened and move on. She was 17, after all. It's not like we had many years left. But why did it have to happen like that? It's not your fault. It's okay, Cosmo. You don't have to try and make me feel better. What happened, happened. It's done. Neither of us needs to go back and relive that moment. What do you make of everything we saw? I don't know. I haven't seen or read anything like this. Although maybe we've got to find out more about those things. The library doesn't open for a while, so any real research will have to wait until the morning. That being said, there is someone in town who might have some useful information. My friend's mom. Her place isn't far. We should head over now before it gets any later. Sure, why not? Let's keep this nightmare going. I should check on Tabitha. You can talk to your friend's mom. I'm going to bed. I'm torn because I do want to check in on Tabitha but she already hates me. So, yeah. What else can we do, really? Miss Forsyth is good people, and maybe she can help us get to the bottom of this. Let's go. I hope she's still awake. Oh, it's whispering in my ear. That's not pleasant. Jesus. What? You and Stella turn to see a shadowy figure staring at you from across the road. You didn't hear it approach. Is that blood? Welcome home. You're finally where you were meant to be. Before you can respond, the door behind you swings open. An older woman stands in the entryway. Go home, Wayne. I can't help you tonight. You look back and the figure is already gone, disappeared into the shadows of the night. I'm sorry about that, Stella. Some people just can't be helped. What brings you out here so late? And who is this? Hi, Mrs. Forsyth. This is Cosmo. Is it okay if we come in? You and Mrs. Forsyth briefly lock eyes. She's impenetrable and you feel small and almost naked in her presence. There's something about her that's far beyond you, but you feel no threat, no malice. And then the moment passes, and you only see the woman before you. Of course, you're in luck. I just put on water for hibiscus tea. And for goodness sake, you can call me Sybil. You're an adult now, after all. Welcome to my little nook. Oh, I love her house. It's nice to finally meet you, Cosmo. I was sorry to hear about your mother. Vivian was such a lovely soul, and she's been sorely missed in the holler. And now poor Pearlian... It's Pearlan. I read that wrong earlier. I said Pearline. Pearlan is gone as well. Do let me know if there's anything you need while you're in town. Who was outside? You knew my mom. How did you know my mom died? Who was that outside? Just a very sick man. You don't need to be worried about him. You knew my mom? Of course, dear. She was a good friend of mine for many years. She was such a lovely woman. You should come by sometime. I can delight you with unsavory tales of her youth. How did you know she died? We need your help. Yes, I suppose pleasantries can wait for another time. What's got you here so late? You seem troubled. You know about weird stuff, right? Unexplainable stuff? Go on. We ran into some creatures out in the woods. These things. I don't even know how to describe them. Here, I can show you, because she's got a camera. Stella pulls out her camera and turns the screen towards Sybil. One of your little videos. Where was this? Up the mountain to the northwest? Within the town limits? Yes. I see. Is there a way to make the video bigger and louder if you can? I need to plug in the memory card to a computer. I can go back and get mine. No need. Kanika should still be awake. She can lend us hers. Oh, we get to meet Kanika. You better come with, Stella. I'm sure she'll be more willing to help a friend than her nosy mother. Kanika, come on out. We could use a little help. What, Mom? Oh, hey, Stella. And a stranger? What are you doing in my house? Hi, I'm Cosmo. I'm helping Stella with a video and something terrible happened. I've been through a lot tonight. I'm not in the mood to introduce myself. We're just gonna introduce ourselves. Oh, great. Sweetie, we were wondering if we could borrow your laptop. Stella and her friend have a video to show us. It's really important, Kanika. Okay. My room's a mess. I'll just bring it out here. We can watch this without you, Kanika. I'm pressing play. Silence washes over the room as the video plays. Stella, what the hell is this? Did you film it? Was that Gretchen at the end there? Stella, where's Gretchen? You decide not to cut in on Stella's behalf. I shot her, Kanika. Those things, they put something in her, and I wasn't about to let her suffer. Stella, I'm so sorry. I just noticed her Sailor Moon t-shirt. That's sick. It's okay. I'm fine. I just want to know what did this to her. My grandmother used to talk about pale creatures called ditchlings. She always said they were a terrible omen, a sign of suffering to come. Mom, come on. Whatever's doing this is serious. Stop scaring Stella and Cosmo with this Talipo crap. Kanika, sweetie, let your mother talk. She always said they never hurt people, despite the grisly scene in the woods. Just as birds flock before a storm, the ditchlings congregate where tragedy is soon to fall. To see so many in one place, Sybil holds her silence. Jesus, Mom, haven't they already been through enough? It's okay, Kanika, this is helpful. I don't know if it is. Okay, let's focus on what we know. Whatever they are, they're doing something to these animals. You saw that nest. What were the growths? Look smart and, ooh, it combines. It must be part of their life cycle. Maybe they feed on negative energy. I looked at that chicken up close. It looks like some sort of parasitic growth. If these ditchlings congregate around doomed people and places, maybe it's like the negative energy is part of their life cycle too. The negativity feeds the embryos as well as the flesh. Well, that's one theory. Oh dear, I'd forgotten entirely about the tea I'd put on. Let me fix you up a couple of cups. It'll help soothe your nerves. I don't know, it's getting late. I should let Cosmo get some rest. I ran her ragged today with all the hiking and running around in the woods in terror. I can keep going. I'm still wired. I'm ready to pass out. It was nice meeting you, though. I can stay up. This is important. I just want to go home. It is important. Okay, maybe it's that I'm eager to go home and start doing some research. I'll ask around in my usual forums and see if anyone has any information on ditchlings. Is that what you called them? That's right. You go on home now and do try to get some rest. Don't stay up all night online. Let me get you some of my house-made peppermint tea to go. It really does wonders to soothe the soul. Bye, Stella. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Call me if you need to talk. Thanks, Kanika. I'll see ya. Bye, Cosmo. It's excellent, iced or warmed. Though with the nights getting chillier, warm will probably be best. Helps wake up the bones. Be careful out there, both of you. Sybil turns and closes the door behind her. Alrighty, let's call it a night. Mind walking me home? Oh shit, then I have to walk home. And here we are. You're welcome to stay the night if you want. I should probably head back before Tabitha has a conniption. That's fair. I should probably head back and check on Tabitha. Hell yeah, sleepover. Thanks, I'm terrified of being alone at night. Thanks, I'm terrified of seeing Tabitha. Okay, here's the thing. I don't want to know what happens if I go sleep in that bed. That is definitely haunted and maybe cursed. But I am also afraid of Tabitha. Hell yeah, sleepover. It doesn't take long for Stella to fix up the guest room for you. Well, it's certainly smaller than its counterpart at the estate. It's far better cared for. That's kind of what I figured. Make yourself at home. Are you going to be okay after what happened with Gretchen? You didn't have to do all this. What do you make of all of this? Who's that guy outside of Sybil's? Okay, I can call I'll call Tabitha after I talk to her. You didn't have to do all this. You don't have to worry about that. I'm glad the guest room is finally getting some use. I'll be okay, Cosmo. I don't want to talk about this right now. Who's that guy outside of Sybil's? I felt like I could barely breathe until he left. Wayne? I haven't really gotten to know the guy. I think he works in the mine. It might be worth looking into him. I should probably call Tabitha. Right, she'd probably like to know that you're not dead. Get some rest, Cosmo. I'll see you in the morning. You pull out your phone and call your cousin. It rings for a moment before she picks up. Where the hell have you been? I texted you back. Hi, Tabby. That sounds like it's gonna start a fight. Look, I got suckered into something. It was weird. I met this girl in town. We hit it off. I texted you back as soon as I had reception. Did you? I didn't notice. Do you know anyone named Wayne? I employ over 100 people. I'm sure I know a Wayne. You are so helpful. I met this girl in town. We hit it up. I met this girl in town and we wound up really hitting it off. We went on this night hike to find cryptids. Ah, so you met Stella then. Ugh, that explains everything. She's gotten you all worked up. I'm going to bed. I'll collect you tomorrow. Cheerful. From the comfort of Stella's guest bed, the events of the past evening seem like something that happened to someone else, though you can still clearly picture the terror you felt in those moments. For now, you're safe and you're warm. Eventually, the sun will rise and chase away the monsters and make them seem like nothing but bad dreams. Maybe tomorrow, if you're lucky, you'll wake up to find the normal world and have a relaxing week in the mountains with a new friend. It's nice, though, but deep down you can't help but worry that things will only get worse. From behind closed doors, you can faintly hear sounds of quiet sobs. Oh! Ooh, eyes. Oh. I feel so bad that the dog died. Oh, is that blood? It's the second time I've said that with no conclusive answer. So foreboding. This is the end of episode 1. Episode 2 awaits. Okay. Oh wait, one of the achievements was the name of the protagonist from My Immortal. Okay, we save here. I'm assuming that it probably saves automatically, but we will go ahead and save there. Does it autosave? It does autosave. But we've got one there. Okay. Let's head to main menu. I do not have any unsaved progress, so we are all good. Okay, so that is the beginning of Scarlet Hollow. So far I'm thoroughly enjoying it. The art is awesome. The music is awesome. It seems like a wider world than Slay the Princess. I love Slay the Princess. I played a lot of it. I will link that playlist at the end of this video. And so I'm really interested to see where this heads. That was the end of the first chapter. And so I think we'll do this chapter by chapter, episode by episode. And then we'll have a new chapter 5 probably, hopefully later this year, I guess is what it looks like. So yeah, if you've played this game before, if you have any thoughts or ideas of what paths I need to be trying to go down, let me know. I went into Slay the Princess knowing a little bit more about Slay the Princess, just because I had looked into it more. This one, I'm almost completely blind on. I just read the Steam description, saw it was by the same studio, saw the art looked really cool, and was like, hell yeah, let's give it a try. So yeah, next time we'll come back with chapter 2, so stay tuned. If you like any of our podcast stuff, keep an eye out for that. That comes once a month, usually on a Wednesday. We still do gaming stuff occasionally with the guys streaming Danganronpa. And I have started a horror react series where I watch analog horror that has been recommended to me by my friends because I am woefully undereducated about analog horror on the internet, and I try not to cry on the internet. So far, my success rate is better than I thought it would be. So check that out if you want to see me be scared out of my wits. And if you like this kind of thing, absolutely leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe, ring the bell, all that jazz, and I'll see you next time. Bye.